You are listening to the white collar, billion dollar, big baller, bougie brawler, the one and only Swoleflake of Snowflake Mountain on Netflix and now on Perched on the Top Rope. How are we doing?
The following announcement has been paid for by Perched on the Top Rope.
Do you have a list of like top independent wrestlers you want to work with? And do you have a list of top talents in companies I had mentioned that you would like to work with?
I would say so. There were two people on my list that I was able to cross off the other weekend, which was great. It was Lince Dorado and Rios de la Sangre. Those are two guys that have kind of, especially recently, have helped train me, and to be able to finally wrestle them, that was big for me. So those two were on the list. I guess I can cross them off now. I faced them in a tag match the other weekend. But again, I mentioned Serpentico as my trainer. I really want to have a match with Serpentico in AEW. Kind of show that story of trainer versus trainee. Kind of show them how much I've risen and can finally beat the teacher. Student beats the teacher type deal. Again, I'm not a dream match kind of guy. I'm a storyline kind of guy. So I want it to make sense for why I'm wrestling someone. I don't want to just be like, he's cool, let me wrestle him. Like, for instance, Matt Cardona, he has the internet title. Yeah. I was on a reality show. I think there's a story that could work there. Enzo, he's got his crazy personality, his crazy hair. I also have the mullet. Get me against Pillman Jr. or Enzo, and I'll have a mullet versus mullet match real quick. WWE, Logan Paul. I mean, Logan Paul and The Miz are obviously probably the first two you would think of. Again, I would say I'd rather tag with The Miz than wrestle The Miz. But if we want to do a pass in the torch type of moment, then I'll take The Miz on.
I'm so happy, honestly, that you said Enzo. I think Enzo is fantastic on the mic. He's the man. The man can speak on the microphone. But I watched some of your matches, and your in-ring gear, to me, like when I saw it, I was like, it screamed Enzo. Like it had like an Enzo like feel, but you also had one of your single matches in February that I had watched, the jacket that you had on, kind of screamed Seth Rollins to me. You making history being at WWE and AEW, the red jacket, you had it's in the glasses. The glasses kind of reminded me of an early HBK.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you want to draw comparisons, to the people that are at the top, people that do the best. When you like, Enzo's gear stands out. Everyone remembers what Enzo wore especially when he's in the WWE. There's a reason why. It's because he had this crazy character, so he had the crazy gear. He stood out. You watch WWE for the first time, and Enzo's on that show. You're gonna go home and you're gonna remember Enzo. So I'm gonna wear the crazy gear that Enzo wears. So that way, you go to your indie show, the one guy you're gonna remember is gonna be me. Seth Rollins. Everyone remembers the suits he wears, the big jackets he wears. So I'm gonna wear a big jacket, and you're gonna remember me. Shawn Michaels. You attribute greatness. People call him the GOAT. The Shawn Michaels. I'm going to look like I am the GOAT. I'm going to look like I'm the best at my craft. And otherwise, you wouldn't think of me as the best at my craft. But if I present myself that way, you're going to be like, oh, man, he must be really good. So it's all just pulling. If you want to pull from somewhere, you got to pull from the top.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked what you saw, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you hit subscribe so you can get all our content here at Perched on the Top Rope. And fans, remember, spoiler free's the way to be. I'm out.